Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. This one we are going racing with C-Class cars. They have to be rear-wheel drive, but unlike a normal adventure, we are only using point-to-point races. So this throws up some different, perhaps, tasks for the car. They're likely to be a little bit faster in general. They're going to be longer straights. I am at the back of the field, and Impega's at the front. That's not really ideal. We're going to have a lot of work to do. But yeah, how you build your car might be slightly different for this one. It's still going to be a mixture of tarmac and dirt races. I've gone for the ROM, and my hope is top speed. I have a decent chunk of power in this one. We have about 370-something horsepower. But it's a big, heavier car. It's not a match for the Beetle and Sprite initially off the line, and then comes the power of the Lamborghini. It's good news, and it's working the way that I wanted it to. We have got speed. We have got, well, top speed, I guess. We've got acceleration going on through here. We're all the way up into 5th as we pop out of the ghost mode. There's a braking somewhere down here. Oh, that car is not making the corner. Alpine has not made the corner at all. Now, of course, everyone is probably less experienced. Certainly, I am less experienced with point-to-point races. I've not really done very many of these. We've got so much speed. This is good. This is doing what I wanted it to. I can't quite have a dive there. Although the Datsun does give us plenty of space. There's a little bit of nudge on the way past. Yeah, we have got the speed. The reason why I went for the Lamborghini, it does seem to be working. We're up into 3rd place now. We're going to go chasing after the next of the Datsuns. There's quite a lot of closing speed. Do we not quite have the grip to get around there? If we could have made it through the first part, we've been on the inside for the next part, but we're still not quite close. Oh dear. We have the power, but there is a cost to that. We are bigger and heavier than just about everything else around in the race. So yeah, maybe we don't throw the car about too much. I'm going to guess Impega's car at the front, that was the Impala, I think, wasn't it? And that's probably going to be a similar sort of style of build to mine. It's going to be less on the grippy side of things, more with the straight line speed. It'll probably be a similar sort of weight. We've got a really good run again here on the Datsun. Are we going to be close enough to have a look? Datsun's left a little bit of a gap for us to maybe poke the nose past. Now we are. This is being done in winter. I'm not running on snow tyres on the Lamborghini. Some understeer, just bounce off the wall a little bit. I need some longer straights. This section I just can't keep up. But very wide. That's a terrible corner by me. We can do better. But yeah, tyre-wise, C-Class, you don't get a huge amount of PI to play with a lot of vehicles like this Lamborghini. And I don't physically have PI to put snow tyres on the car, so we are running it on its standard tyres, which are fine for this at the moment. You know, when we're on, curse of the commentator has struck, as we now transition it on the snow. For a fair few races, it's still going to be on tarmac. Just, you go offline, you're in trouble. You go to the edge of the road, you're in trouble. We've got a really good run here on the Datsun. I think the Datsun knew which way I was going to go around there. We will get the move done before the corner. Now just going to try and hold it on the exit. Datsun's still there having a look around, but it's not going to be quite close enough. And we can just use these straights to extend the gap. Although there's a terrible clonk on the wall. Here comes that Datsun once more. It's not going to be close enough. But we'll fight like this. Neither of us have capabilities of beating Impega. We're not going to lose a place to a blue team car. It's actually very close in terms of points at the moment. We did have a few 100-point lead, but it seems to have swung back the other way. It's actually now starting going completely the wrong way for us. That's not what we need. I could do with catching the Impala. I don't think I'm going to. To be fair, coming from the back of the field is always difficult. It's never going to be easy. We've got so many vehicles to overtake. Points really have not gone our way at all on this one. Is this track gonna? It looks like it's a relatively fast run to the finish line, but it's not gonna be enough for us to catch Impega. We are well clear now of Elmsdon. We're well clear of the Datsun, the much more handling focused Datsun. I mean, as far as what this car is aimed towards, geared towards, it is working. It's probably the fastest car in a straight line. This and the Impala certainly will be an interesting matchup. Will actually be faster than the Impala, so it has got that going for it, which is a bit more cumbersome through the corners. We'll be flat out through this section. We can just about be. It's not most comfortable, but yeah, we're too far back to catching Impega in all of this. We're going to cross the line. But it's a good race. It's coming from the pretty much back of the field up to a 2nd place. It just did not quite have enough at times to do anything about Impega's car. Oh, points got a little bit close for us. It is going to be very close. We need a couple of positions if we're going to be able to do this. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any anywhere. We've got one. Come on, we need... Oh, we got it. We got it, the Volvo. Volvo snuck 9th. Hey, we did it. Okay, well, red team take round 1, and I'm quite pleased with my Lamborghini. So, up next, we go to a very different, well, I say a very different kind of point-to-point race here. This is the Ambleside Sprint. It's a shorter track. It's a bit more technical than the previous one. I think the Yorama's going to struggle a little bit more here. It is big, it is heavy at the end of the day, and as we saw in the previous race, it didn't quite get around the corners as well. The Impala is further back in the field, though. That is good news for me. I could be right about the little Datsuns. They could be quite fast around this track. We will have to wait and see. Don't think there's any snow on this route. At least that is the hope. The Volvo has not moved. That's a problem. It's not the Volvo you expect to break down. If I'm honest, it's normally something else that would let go. The classic Italian Lamborghini, for example. I mean, that I feel would break down before the Volvo. But there are, wait, I forgot there's a Healy as well. They'll be very quick. Never mind, there is snow. And there will be, I think there are a couple of cars running snow tyre or running rally tyres. Well, normally you probably wouldn't bother in C-Class. When it being winter, there you are more likely perhaps to go for it. Red team are not having a good round here. Oh, the police are here, and Impala has come to join the party. We have got the speed to kind of cruise past the Beetle. I don't have the grip to get past the Austin. Oh no, we're going to go side by side with the Impala of Impega there. Oh, please get stopped, big barge. Sorry, didn't mean to put you in the fence, but once I was struggling to get it stopped, when Impega touches the rear of my car, I really then can't turn, and it's just, yeah, a vicious cycle. Oh, the Austin missed a checkpoint. We're going to massively outrun the Beetle down the straight, and that means I can hopefully try and cover the inside. Now the Beetle's going to fight back. I don't mind that. You know, the Beetle can fight back there if it wants. Instead, what we will do is just outrun it on the exit. I fear Impega's just going to come past us, though. The Impala is like my car, just a little bit better control. Although Impega's actually out on the snow as well. Oh, we brought the points back. That is something, at least. We have brought the points back a little bit. Well, I think our Volvo did disconnect, so that might be why that didn't start. I don't know if I want third gear there. I don't really want second though either. I think my second is the right ratio here. I can't catch the Sunbeam though. I'm not surprised by that. I know they are very, very quick cars. This is not a long enough straight, so unless there's a really long straight for us to breeze past. Although it's really struggling for speed here. Oh, come on, Lamborghini. Use all 300 and something horsepower. It is absolutely flying up to the back of it, but it's not quite going to be enough. If that had been any longer, that straight had been, what do we reckon, a couple of 100 metres longer, and we probably would have got it. Red team swung it at the end again. I don't quite know how we managed that one. I'll take it. I'll take it. But the Sunbeam takes victory. It would have been a rather scary sight, that it, both me and the Impala, with an awful lot of speed flying towards it. We move next with a little bit of off-road. Now, unlike perhaps in the normal team events and normal circuits that we would run around, these tracks... Well, this one actually not a good example. This one here is quite a lot of off-road. Some of these are only maybe even like 30% dirt. However, this is probably the most off-road one that we've got on the adventure. And of course, let's not forget, it is winter. It is snowy. I have a car on standard tyres. Definitely not going to be suited to this. This one is going to hurt for the Yorama, and that's okay. And with part of the point of these adventures, part of the fun / difficulty with these is you've got to, well, your team needs cars that work everywhere, and my car works the big fast stuff, the long straights. It is good at. Twisty off-road stuff, it is not. It is going to probably have to defend like crazy. Now, I might be able to make a nuisance of myself. That's the hope. I mean, what? We might actually be able to be very, very difficult to overtake to an extent. I mean, the Healy, for example, here is going to get past, and then here comes the power off the Lamborghini. We will take that position right back. On the snow, though, on the gravel, the snowy gravel, anyone with rally tyres is probably going to come flying past. And while some circuits you might be able to build up a big enough lead that you can get away, with the off-road section here, it is a lot of off-road, so I'd be very surprised if me and Impega end up in first and second. Well, unless the Impala's running rally tyres, which I guess it could be. I don't think you get the PI to do that. So we will see. Of course, C-Class, you are maybe a little bit more likely to be able to get away with the non-rally tyre. Oh god, maybe the speed differential is perhaps a slight bit less. However, when we've seen in the past how quick cars on rally tyres as soon as you go to somewhere where they suit. But we have built a really big lead now. I don't know whether that's because they were fighting, whether that's just because that first section really suited mine and Impega's car. Don't hit the bridge, don't hit the bridge. Come on, Lamborghini, you can do this. It's just look like a police chase going on at the moment. That's all it is in this. It's not a race. I've stolen a Lamborghini Urama and I'm being chased by the fuzz down a dirt track. Angus has fallen back with that Healy, which makes me suspect that is not on rally tyres. Oh, come on. Impega is really looking for a way past here. Shoved the nose up the inside of every corner. And strangely, what I thought would happen is not happening here, like at all. I really did think that anything on rally tyres was going to fly up to the back of us, but nothing really has broken free of that group. I think one of the Datsuns might be on rally tyres. But yeah, none of them, absolutely none of them have come catching up to us. Impega has just got too much grip. It's around the outside. Do we have more acceleration than the Impala? See, I don't really know from the first race. Didn't really get to find out. We're going to try and cut underneath for the exit there. It's a good cutback for me. It's not quite going to hold though at the moment. I think Impega is going to have got that one done. Has a great pass to take the lead of the race away from the Lamborghini. We just need to make the most of any top end stuff that comes our way. Don't go too wide though through this section. We're coming up towards the finish line now. It's not quite going to be enough time, I don't think. No, the Impala has got us. A good battle. We did our very best. This is not the order I expected us to be in, I'll be honest in this. I really did think that anything on rally tyres was going to absolutely thrash us, but somehow we came out of this in second. Yeah, we have better top speed. It wasn't enough top speed in that one. We held on for as long as I could, and I don't think I could have really done any more to defend that. Not fairly, anyway. It's going to be a second for me. Sadly, blue team get the points. I wasn't even looking at the points. Up next, we head to... I don't know what any of these circuits are. I could say the name, it means absolutely nothing to me. We are the Elmsdon on-sea sprint. I mean, there's some long straights. Ooh, oh, great again. We're all the way at the back. Beggars at the front. Biggest, I say threat, but the car most like mine, shall we say, is all the way. That's going to be a difficult time for me. Unless Impega gets in trouble, I think it's going to be... It's certainly going to be tough for me to work my way up to there, but we shall try our very best. The circuit, maybe a little bit more to my car's taste. It's a little twisty, a little technical at the start, but it does look like it opens up a lot more later on. I mean, when said we're doing point races, I'm conscious when I build the car, chose the car, that this is going to be involve more top end perhaps than we're used to on normal circuits, because you do deal with longer straights here, much longer straights in fact. Now on the more specialised tracks, yes, cars like mine do struggle perhaps, but it's getting it. Oh god, I don't want snow. Is there going to be a gap for a Lamborghini here? We're going to try it. It's ambitious. It was quite ambitious. It worked out. Here comes the power of the Lamborghini. We'll go past Corvette. Thank you. We will catch up to the Datsun and maybe go past that as well before the corner. We might have to brake though. Yeah, not quite going to carry the speed through there. I don't know how much speed I can carry, but the answer is not as much as the 510. That is to be expected. Does this track become not snow at some point? I hope. I hope for not snow. That would be nice. I know this part of the map is generally predominantly covered in snow. Right, there we go. Speed of the Lamborghini. That's 1 and 2 before the next corner. Thank you. Will this be flat out? Yep. Okay. next corner definitely won't be what we're coming up to here, especially with Sprite versus Datsun going. I could maybe have got that a bit faster. I just don't know. I don't know what speed we're going to be able to take through these corners. I have driven the Urama before, but I've never driven it in these conditions and don't know this circuit, so there we go. Oink! Oh no! Okay, got a little carried away. Thought I could get away with that one. I could not. It serves me right. I wanted we wanted the glory of the double pass. However, it was not quite on. It was not quite on there. Boys, we are close. This has been a close adventure so far. Kind of fluctuates between, depending on how things are going further down the order. See, if I go up to second here, which we will do, we just have much more top end than the Datsun. It's not going to be enough points. We're only overtaking a red team car. We need some points from further back, really. Oh, even if I somehow magically caught the Impala, it wouldn't be enough for us to take a victory. We're going to try. You know, missing checkpoints, seeing as none of us are going to be all that familiar with these tracks. We may see more missed checkpoints. Yeah, I don't turn. Oh, the finish line is just around the corner. We could be in a spot of bother here against the Datsun. We are going to have to go as brave as we dare with the Urama. I think we're just going to do it. Yeah, we'll just hold on because these corners will be flat out for the Lamborghini. Whew. Little bit of a scare. Datsun almost got us. Datsun almost got us in the end. It was a teammate, though, so we get second and third. 2 red cars on the podium, but we just couldn't score points. We didn't get enough points from further down, so blue team will have, which I think that's 4 all, 2 all, sorry, overall in the points. We head next to White Horse Hill Trail, whatever that is. I'm hoping lots of straight lines, some hills. Looks relatively fast. I forgot to say, game, stop putting Impega on par. It's difficult enough when our cars are very similarly matched, let alone when I have to go through most of the field before I can challenge that Impala. It does look like a fairly fast start to the race, and if I can get ahead we can maybe defend. That's not impossible. We are quick off the line. I guess we're not too... We could be worse in terms of a back from power. I think Impega is... Impega has waited because Forza has been very, very kind on the grid spots. I mean, yeah, we're going to launch well here. This part of the track is going to suit this car very much. Because, well, yes, there are corners. They're going to be mostly flat out and we have more top speed than everyone else. It gets slightly more technical later on in the course, and I don't know what we're going to see in terms of snow around this track. Could be all sorts, but yeah, we're gonna blast off and then see what happens. Expecting Impega will get up to second. Whether that's gonna quite catch in time, I don't know. This does look very much like my sort of track, actually, for this car, I should say. Seems like it is a Urama ideal circuit here. Can I be flat through there? Yes, indeed we can be. Oh, we're going up the big hill as well. This is where the power of the Lamborghini will be very, very good indeed. Yeah, use all the power. Then it comes up to a hairpin. That's a little bit of a concern. Oh, we're going off-road. This is an off-road one. It might be. Oh, bugger. Okay, I take it back what I said. It might be. It does look like, yep, we're going on the dirt. Oh, crap. It's fine. We're still quite well clear of everybody. Oh, it's only a little bit of dirt, maybe. Please be tarmac up here. That's what it doesn't look like tarmac, does it? No, that suspiciously still looks like snowy gravel. Oh, bugger. Well, the good news is we are far away from everyone. The handling cars are not going to have enjoyed the start of this circuit. Yeah, the good news is we're very far away from everybody, but we may well need to be if this gets too twisty further around. Yeah, we'll have to see. Is it like red team? Alpine is doing well at this circuit. We haven't really seen much in this race so far. Blue team have got the points back going their way now. Oh, and we run a smidge wide through there. Yeah, Impega has worked way back up to second in all of this. But yeah, I mean, this is a track that does suit my car very, very well. So, be it'd fun if the grid was like a reverse of previous race results or something like that to try and actually get some slightly more balanced, a slightly fairer grid. We'll take the victory in that one. Definitely a track that suits my car there. And Red Team have swung it again at the death. How have we done that? We were definitely not winning by that comfortable a margin. Yeah. oh. Well, okay. Talbot beat the Datsun for 6th in the end, but we still somehow managed to get that. I didn't think we were going to win that one, but it did swing our way right at the death. But yeah, definitely a good track for my car there. We head next to the city. Yes, the Edinburgh City Sprint will be our track, and we are still down at the back of the field. I mean, there are some kind of straights, but yeah, this, unlike previous circuits, won't really be a track for the Urama, and it's not being kind on the old grid spots. Again, we're all the way down towards the back. We'll launch quickly, and I think there's a little bit of chance we can make up some time off the start line before we get into the twisty section. We'll probably get a few cars before we make it there. We'll have to wait and see, really. We'll see what we can do. So we get to second off the line. Not quite. This is, of course, the Austin is pretty fast launching because it is so very light. It might not have very much power, but it doesn't weigh anything, so it is very quick off the line, unlike the big Lamborghini and Impala that do weigh quite a lot. We're up to 3rd, so yeah, we did a pretty good start. Pretty damn rapid start there. And we have a sneaky dive on the Healy. We've got to be a little careful, of course. Trying to outbrake that car is not going to happen. He's going to be so much better under brakes and under turning, etc. We will outrun it though. Basically, as long as we can find a little bit of space, a little bit of clean air, we should be able to get past it no problem the second we get to a straight. Goodbye. You might be the happiest car in the world, but you probably have a third of the horsepower of me. You're not quite going to have the top end of my Lamborghini. I do have the fastest car in a straight line here. The Impala is quicker than most of the cars here, but even that cannot match the Urama's top speed. We've just got to find places to use it. And we've got to not lose too much time in the twisty sections because this is where we are worse. Thankfully, the snow hasn't really been as big of a problem as I thought. I was worried about my lack of snow tyres maybe giving this car some grief. It's not really been the case here. I haven't really felt the need for snow. I mean, the off-road races, we were 1 and 2. The two big heavyweights. So, yeah, admittedly, the off-road races, because we had a big tarmac section to start, we could pull a lead and everyone else was fighting. There are extenuating circumstances. And of course, ideally for that, maybe you'd have to, but it certainly worked in the context of these races. This has certainly not been a bad shout. It's just, do we have enough straights left to catch that Impala before the end of the race? That is the question. The Impala has had a little bit on the snow. We run a smidge wide, but nothing too bad. The Healy is still sat there in a 3rd position. Points-wise are really not going our way at the moment. We're going to slide up into the wall, and that might be our chances done here. I think we were going to struggle anyway, but that's certainly not going to have helped. The Healy is right there behind us. Come on, Lambo. Use all of the power that you have, that you can muster for a last-ditch drag race towards the finish line. It's not going to be a long enough straight. Yeah, we need a longer straights if we're going to do this. If we're going to catch Impega's car, I mean, we can probably be close to flat through there. Oh, that's close to missing the checkpoint. We won't get through the next part of it. Oh, that's a sticky out bit of doorstep. Okay, well, didn't think about that being a thing that could happen. Probably should have done. I was trying to do everything to catch Impega, thinking that, if we went wrong, we'd just ping off the building, it'd be fine. But yeah, the doorstep sticks out there. Okay, we should have been second in that. That was a second place car. It didn't matter in terms of the points. We were going to lose that one anyway. We were going to losing it regardless. But yeah, tried a little too hard to catch the Chevy. Still not disliking my Lamborghini. We move to an off-road one next. This is the Holyrood Trail, something or other. Park Trail, there we go. This is a nasty little bugger of a circuit. It's not a particularly long track here, but it weaves through a very twisty dirt section, which, typical, this is the one where it puts me on pole and then Pegger at the back of the field. One time we got a good... Well, we'll at least get to the dirt. Actually, we go off-road almost immediately, so we're going to launch well. We're going to get to the dirt section first, theoretically, and then I guess we'll see what happens with the rest. Oh no, we don't quite go off-road where I thought we did. Do we loop around here first? Okay. Maybe that's slightly better for me. It means that we can build up some of a lead with our car. It's all going to come crashing back down again, of course, when we get out of this section, but yeah, we'll have got somewhere. Where does this... So I don't think there's a road that came off of this part. I am apparently wrong. I didn't realise this. I thought this dirt bit was further around, but never mind. Doesn't matter. We will barrel into the dirt section with, well, concerns for my car's perhaps lack of grip. This is really not good points for Red Team at the moment. Oh, the Alpine's in the wall. The Impala's up to third or fourth, or is battling with a Corvette. Our lead is going to get, our lovely big lead that we get off the line is going to get very quickly eroded on this section. So we want to get off the dirt as soon as possible, please. Which I think we will do. I mean, the end section of this races back through the city, so that's not going to be on dirt. But actually, I think when we're off of this part here, then we are out of the... out of the dirt. I think we're off the dirt now for good. So that's something. Unless it maybe... No, I don't think it does look back somewhere on dirt. Anyway, regardless, we lead in Pegger second. Red Team has got a decent chunk of points going on now. We've turned it around on the dirt section. And our Datsun at the back may have missed a checkpoint. I think I've been fairly quick. Oh, so far. Oh, we're going to go very wide through there. Bit of a mistake by me. Can we cling on against the Impala? No more silly mistakes to be made here, I think. Careful. Don't brush the wall. We know what that can do if there's a sticky out part. Now we go to the section the Lamborghini likes. The theoretically much faster corners. I want to be flat out through these turns, but I really don't know what we can and can't get away with. I'm not used to driving these circuits, these layouts, if you like. This is good news for me, though. If we can just stretch the gap to the Impala, it means if we do make a little mistake somewhere, we might stand a chance of surviving it. How fast we can be through here, I have no idea. It's fine, I guess. Oh, that's less fine. Oh, there goes the understeer. Ugh. Okay, Lamborghini, I need all of your speed now, because we balls that one up a little bit, a lot bit actually. You know, that little margin, good thing we did have it. We're not going to have much of it left. Impega is there, but it's not going to be enough. Bounce across the train line yet, thankfully we're just fast enough. Ooh, that's a little bit scary. I nearly pissed that one away. Oh, 50 points in it as well. I think we need this one to have it go to a decider as well. So we have to keep all the positions that we have at the moment. We have to keep 6th, 8th and 9th. Ideally we get 11th or something, but we do keep 8th and 9th. That is okay. We will take this route. I think we have one more to go. I think. I remember setting this up one. No. I believe that is the end. Or what the overall points? I lost track because I'm not used to doing 7 rounds. Who was the overall victor? It was going to... It goes to Red Team! So, it was a 4-3 and it was 50 points in it at the end. So, 1 position in it over the whole adventure. Red Team take victory. This has been fun. I have to say, this has been fun. It's different between the points, and there is different considerations when building your car here. The Urama and Impala were both very, very good, and I don't know whether they would be in normal circumstances for this kind of thing. It was built for this. It was built knowing that we're going to have longer straights, and I wanted the top speed. Yeah, the Urama I'm pretty pleased with, actually. I have to say, had some good races. I think the Impala may have been a smidge better overall, but they were pretty close. And yeah, it would depend on the circuit. But yeah, that was good fun. That is going to be it for this video. If you'd like to take part in the next one of these, you can sign up via our Discord. There's a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.